Zoe Sort Gym, and in this video I'm going to be telling you about my trip to Liverpool in June 2022. So we went for 4 days. We went Friday to Monday, so we had 3 nights there. And as you can see, I've got my Beatles glasses on, but I'll be taking them off in a sec. And how we'll do this, we'll just talk about one day at a time. I'll be showing you some pictures and maybe showing you some videos of me talking over it. Just what I'll go up to in my second visit to Liverpool. I went before in June 2021, and in the description below of this video, I've got all the songs listed that I listened to when I was in Liverpool. It wasn't a playlist I made on Spotify, but I've gone ahead and showed and put the description below all the different songs I was listening to before I got to Liverpool and when I arrived at Liverpool and when we left Liverpool as well. Now let's take the glasses off and talk about what I did day one in Liverpool. Right, let's take the glasses off. That's better. Now let's talk about what I did on day one. So on day one, we didn't really do a huge amount of stuff, as that was the day we arrived at Liverpool. And we arrived at Liverpool late in the afternoon. It was meant to be quite early in the afternoon, so yeah, we definitely got there a bit later than we were expecting to. But all we really did was just walk around the Albert Docks, because that was the hotel we're staying at. We're staying at the Premier Inn in Albert Docks, which is what we did last year, and it was the same room as well. It was room 137 we were staying in. So yeah, we had a walk around Albert Docks and we had dinner in one of the restaurants there. I can't remember what the restaurant was called though, but it had this sort of plaque with some information on the band, the Rolling Stones, and I found it quite an interesting fact. And on that bit of information, it actually tells you what the restaurant was called. And I just went ahead and looked at the picture then, and it looks like we were staying at a restaurant called What's Cooking, and it was very, very nice food there. So that was really all we did on day one, and now we'll go ahead and talk about what I did on day two, which was my favourite day at Liverpool, and we did quite a lot on day two. So the first thing we did on Saturday was we went on the Mersey Ferry, which we went to do on Friday, but because we arrived later at Liverpool, we didn't do it on Friday, but we did it on Saturday instead, and that was really, really enjoyable. Had a lot of fun there, and it told you quite a lot of facts on just Liverpool as a whole, really, and I learned quite a bit about it. They even played a bit of Ferry Cross the Mersey, which of course you had to play that, and that's by Joe and the Pacemakers, and I went ahead and listened to it on Spotify while I was on the ferry as well. I just had to listen to Ferry Cross the Mersey. I want to also mention that we went to Liverpool with another family, and I've known this family for years. One of the people from the family I've grown up with, and we be basically friends for pretty much all my life, really. And it was really, really great for them to come to Liverpool, as it was their first time going. And the next thing we did is we went to John Lennon's second home, as it was right by Strawberry Field, and that was where we went after John Lennon's second home. So it was great to go back to John's second home, and this is the home that he grew up with his aunt Mimi. So yeah, it was really, really great to see that, and then we went ahead and went to Strawberry Field, and we had lunch there. We spent a lot in the gift shop, and then we had a look around Strawberry Field after lunch. Actually, before lunch, we went ahead and did a bit of looking around, and we went to one of the gates in Strawberry Field. And this gate is actually a replica. It's not the original Strawberry Field gate. And I went ahead and wrote my name on one of the walls there. I didn't write it. One of my parents did that. Um, and that was really, really cool. That was a ton of fun having my name on there. And yeah, then we went ahead and had lunch. That was very, very nice. The food there. And then I went looking around the gift shop, and I spent loads. It was the most I spent in any gift shop. And then we went to this room that you had to wear these headphones, and it told you lots of information about Strawberry Fields and about John Lennon and the Beatles. So that was a ton of fun. I didn't get to listen to all the information, as there was a lot to listen to, and we just ran out of time, really. And when we're in there, it was raining really hard outside. Then we went ahead and went to another outside part of Strawberry Field, and what we did there is we went to the original Strawberry Field gates that had probably been painted, and I wrote my name. It was all my family members. They wrote my name, and they also wrote my YouTube name. What the Gyms? So yeah, what the Gym's been to Strawberry Fields, everyone. And hopefully, if we go back to Strawberry Field, hopefully we get to see my What the Gym name still there. So that was really really cool. And a friend of mine went ahead and did the same. She wrote a few things on the Strawberry Field. Okay, so that was just a ton of fun. It really really was. And I've got a fact about the original gate from Strawberry Field. Someone actually stole it. Someone actually stole the gate, and um and I don't know who it was, but someone saw that they were selling them, and they reported it to the police. So thanks to that person, we've now got the gates back, and that happened quite a few years ago. And there used to be a house in Strawberry Field. Unfortunately, it's been demolished. And Strawberry Field is a Salvation Army place. So yeah, it was just absolutely amazing going to Strawberry Field. And if you're gonna go to Liverpool, I highly recommend to go there, as it was probably my favourite part of the whole Liverpool trip. We briefly went there last time, but if I do ever go to Liverpool again, which I probably will, because I absolutely love going to Liverpool. It's like my second home. I feel like when I'm there, and yeah, I'll definitely go to Strawberry Field again. I'll definitely be going to the cafe, and I'll probably be spending even more in the gift shop as well. Also, while we're looking for the replica gates in Strawberry Field, there was this NHS thing on the ground, and I just want to take a minute to thank all the NHS workers. I really respect every single one of them and what they do. They should all feel very very proud. Peace and love to you all, and let's continue on with what I did in Liverpool. So what else we did on Saturday is we went back to Penny Lane. It was great to go back there again, and we took a couple of pictures of the barbers, of the outside of the barbers. Um, I was gonna actually go when I was gonna go to Liverpool. Then I was gonna have a haircut, but I didn't really need a haircut. Plus, I'm not sure if my wheelchair would have been able to even go into the barbers. But it was great to drive past there. It was just a ton of fun just to see Penny Lane again, and we actually had to drive past it to go to Strawberry Fields. So um, yeah, it was just a ton of fun to go back to Penny Lane. So that was what we went ahead and did on Saturday. It might not seem a whole lot, but Strawberry Field was definitely a few hours. You won't be going there for a quick half an hour. There's quite a lot to do in Strawberry Field. I forgot to also say that day two we went to Pizza Express for dinner. I hadn't been to Pizza Express for a while. There used to be one right where we lived a couple of years ago. There was one very very near us. I used to go there loads, and I was really really bored of it. But it was nice to go there, as I hadn't gone for a few years. And now we'll go ahead and talk about what I did in day three, which was Sunday, the 26th of June. And of course, Friday was the 24th of June, and Saturday was the 25th of June. So, what I went ahead and did on Sunday is we went to the Museum of Liverpool, and that was right near the Albert Dock. Um, and yeah, and that was a really really fascinating museum. It told you the history of Liverpool, and there was a whole area really for music and the Beatles. It was just a really really fun museum, and I had a picture taken with a super lamb banana. It's like a lamb and a banana. There's quite a few of these in Liverpool. There's actually quite a few of them about half an hour away from where I live as well. So that was really cool to see one of them. Um, and also we went ahead and did karaoke. Um, yeah, we definitely I wasn't expected to be doing that in the Museum of Liverpool, and it was me, my mum and dad, and most of the other family. We were all singing Yellow Submarine. It was just really really funny. It was a ton of fun, and it was one of my favourite parts of going to Liverpool was doing that karaoke, which I was definitely not expecting to be doing that on holiday. We also attempted to sing Ferry Cross to Mersey, but we couldn't remember how the verse went. All we remembered was the chorus, really. The verse, it didn't really stick to me as much as the chorus. But I feel like the more I listen to Ferry Cross and Mersey, the more I'll get the verse of that song stuck in my head. My mum and a couple of members of the other family, um, they were also singing the song by the band The Real Thing, and it was You to Me Are Everything. I wasn't singing along in that one. The only one I was really singing along with, what I was trying to with Ferry Cross and Mersey, but I did for Yo Submarine, which was, yeah, see, like I said, I just really wasn't expecting to be doing karaoke, and I probably won't be doing it anytime soon. But now I'll continue on with what I did in Liverpool, which was the Cabin Club. Last time we went to the Cabin Club, it was my favourite part of going to Liverpool. I absolutely loved it, and it was definitely one of my favourite parts here. I just really enjoyed going to the Cabin Club, seeing all the memorabilia there. It seemed a little bit busier than last time, but I didn't really think of that as much of an issue. And there was also a gift shop there, and I spent quite a bit in that gift shop as well. And on Thursday, stay in tune for Thursday because I'll be talking about all the gifts I've got in this time in Liverpool. So stay in tune for that on Thursday. And once I've done that video, it will be linked down below in the description. But back to the Cabin Club, and it was this guy called Gary Murphy, and he was really great. He wasn't an amazing singer, but he was an absolutely amazing guitarist. He was absolutely brilliant on his acoustic guitar, and I'll show you a clip in the set of him playing some of the song from. Well, he played the whole song, but I'll just be showing you some of it from for the song Dueling Banjos, which is just an instrumental, but he plays it absolutely brilliantly. And he's not even playing it on the banjo; he's playing it on the acoustic guitar. And he was sort of holding his guitar almost like a violin. You could tell that this guy definitely was a professional, and he'd been playing his guitar for years. You could really tell. He played a few Beatles songs. He played "And I Love Her," "Get Back," "All You Need Is Love." Um, he also played an instrumental of "Yesterday," and I thought that was really nice as well. He also played the Monkees' "Daydream Believer" and an Elvis Presley song. He played "Suspicious Minds," and he actually met Gary Murphy. He met one of Elvis's guitarists, and he said that they actually him and Elvis, they really loved the song by George Harrison for the Beatles, and that was something they absolutely loved that song. And every now and again, Elvis would say to his guitarist, play something by George Harrison. So Gary Murphy played something as a tribute not only to George Harrison but also to Elvis Presley and one of Elvis Presley's guitarists. Also, got a fact about that Gary Murphy said about "All You Need Is Love," which was that John Lennon, he wrote it literally just before it happened. I'm not sure if he wrote all of it just before it happened, but he wrote quite a lot of it literally just before he did a live performance, and he had to have the sheet of paper with him with all the lyrics because he couldn't remember them all in time. And I just thought that was just a really incredible story. So that was all we did on Sunday, which was day 3, but it definitely did feel like quite a long day. And I remember we had Costa for lunch that day, Costa Coffee. It was very nice going there. And then we also went somewhere for dinner, which is called Revolution de Cuba, and the food there was very nice. Now let's talk about what I did day 4, which all I did day 4 was I went to Knowsley Safari, and that was the day we arrived at North Yorkshire. Which, if you want me to do a video of what I did in North Yorkshire, let me know in the comment section below, as I would love to do a video for North Yorkshire, but I just wanted to do Liverpool one more than a video for what I did in North Yorkshire. We also went to a Ringo Starr mural on the last day we were in Liverpool. that was really cool seeing that. There was also like this peace and love picture as well, well, graffiti, and it was just a really cool picture that they did of Ringo Starr, and it was on the side of the building that was the album cover for Sentimental Journey. It was the building that appeared on that album cover, which was really cool to see that building, and you'd be of course seeing the pictures of it right now. Now that we've talked about the Ringo Starr mural, let's go ahead and talk about what I did at Knowsley Safari Park. Knowsley Safari was really, really fun. There was tigers, there was lions, there was meerkats, giraffes, baboons, and definitely would go there if you've not been. And straight away there is you can go to this drive-through area where you're driving past camels and rhinos, and that was where the baboons were. And luckily none of them went on our car, but we saw somebody else's car that they were jumping on, and we were just laughing. It was just really, really funny. I love animals, and definitely was really happy to be at Knowsley Safari Park. And there was also sea lions, and there was a sea lion show, and that was my favourite part of being in Knowsley Safari. We also had lunch there as well. But I thought they were seals at first, but no. Turns out there are sea lions. Um, but they do look very, very similar. But they were just they were really, really funny. The sea lions are very, very entertaining. They're really, really clever as well. I didn't realize how clever sea lions were. You know that they were clapping. They were they were throwing balls in the air. It was just really, really amazing to see. And I did get wet a couple of times, but it was worth it, as it was my highlight of going to Knowsley Safari Park. And I learned quite a bit when we were there as well. But yeah, that was the last thing we went and did in Liverpool, and then we drove to North Yorkshire. So yeah, that's really all I'll say for what I did in those 4 days of Liverpool. But I've got a few more things I want to talk about before I conclude this video. One of which is after I say my farewell, I'll be showing you a few more pictures and possibly a few more videos of what I did in Liverpool. In total, I took 130 pictures. Last time I took 190, but this is 130 pictures and videos, and last time was 190 pictures and videos. So not as many as last time, but it was my first time going to Liverpool, and I have to say, to be honest, I preferred going to Liverpool this time. I felt like we did a little bit more. I'm not sure if it's just me, but we did do a lot last year when we went, but it was just really, really amazing to be back at Liverpool. I definitely can't wait to go again. And I highly recommend to go to Liverpool. I can't recommend it enough. If you're a Beatles fan, it's definitely a must. But if you're not a Beatles fan, I still recommend to go to Liverpool, as there's just so much to do there. The people in Liverpool are really, really welcoming and really, really nice as well. They were just really, really nice people in Liverpool. They really, really were. And yeah, I just cannot wait to go again. And you can let me know what you thought of my 4 days in Liverpool in the comment section below. Which day do you think sounded the best? If I had to rank them, for me, it would probably be number 4, day 1, number 3, day 4, and number 2, day 3, and number 1 for me was day 2, which the day we went to Strawberry Field. It was definitely my highlight of going to Liverpool. It really, really was. So that's really all I'm going to say for this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And peace and love to you all. It's not long until Ringo Starr's 82nd birthday. It's not long at all. I'm not sure whose phone that was pinging. But stay safe, everyone. Peace and love. And until next time, everyone. Ciao.